Welcome, guys. How you all doing? Okay. So, 2 bots at the price of 1. I need to get rid of that Stream Elements bot. Botrex is just better. So, it has way more functionality. Great suggestion, by the way, by Joe Blow. I wish I knew about that bot before. It's great. How is the Twitch ban going? Unfortunately, still going. No news. Nothing. Nobody replied. Nothing like that. It's been less than a week, so I think it's like what, 2 weeks to expect a reply or some shit. I don't know. I didn't actually tell you, but I would say that people who are banned, not necessarily a priority for them, I would assume. All right. Yeah, thanks. How can I make you a mod, by the way? I need to make you a mod. Okay, give me a second. Click here, add as a moderator. Okay, done. Because your nickname is fucking stupid with space bars and shit. Yeah, it has a functionality that I was I tried to find for so long, and I was able to find it only through like that stupid fucking thing that I had to install. I had to adjust. I had to, like, a lot of fiddling you have to do to have chats from different platforms being shown on the screen. And this bot just does it. Also Twitch. And apparently there's a platform called Trello. I have no fucking idea what that is. But apparently that's like a... The fuck is... Let me just Google it. No, wait, not Trello. Trello is the work stuff. I'm confusing it with something else. It has... Oh, Trovo. Trovo. What the fuck is Trovo? An interactive live streaming platform. What is this? Ugh. Can I... There we go. Whoa, people actually stream here? What the fuck? What a strange UI. A lot of Russians. Ugh. Is this like banned people or some shit? That's where the people go when they get banned from Kick? Yo, seriously? This is like the lowest of the lows? God damn. Hopefully we're not gonna... You know... Oof. That and Rumble. Hopefully we're gonna get our account back, you know? Maybe reserve your name right now just in case. Shut up. Rumble is a lot of Russia Today content? Holy shit, really? Damn. I guess I will get from Rumble even. I guess I'll get banned from Rumble even faster for my Russophobic views, right? Oh, dude, this is like crack, dude. Moisturizing your shit is so good. Not like your, you know. I didn't see, because I put that shit in my eyes, I didn't see it had liquid in it. It did the fucking plop. Wasn't Rumble basically a platform for right-wing grifters? I have no idea. I know Andrew Tate was there. That's the only thing I know about it. But isn't Kick like pretty lax on this speech? Hold that thought. I haven't seen people use the N-words without bans. Yikes. Hello, boys. Hello, how you all doing? What were you doing today? You know? What's happening? What's happening with you? What's good? What's new? Guys, remember to subscribe on Kick and on YouTube, you know? Remember to subscribe. It's good. It's good for your soul. Pododak says once again how it's a great mystery of our time how all those drones get there. Well, I'm not surprised, you know. I'm not surprised. How could I make this bigger? Can I make this window bigger somehow? Chat is very tiny, hard to read. What if I, give me a second, I'm thinking, what if I take this, I copy this, and I add a custom doc. It's gonna be, it's gonna be like this. Will that work? Okay, can you say something? Oh, that works. It's big, beautiful text, but it's fuck. It's on white background. It's gonna kill my fucking eyes. But it's okay. I see it much better now. You say something, why do we have to say something? It's because I could test the chat, you know? It's gonna have a slight delay in my YouTube. For some reason, YouTube has a delay in the chat appearing as well, but it is what it is. What's up, buddy? You're on YouTube as well. Damn, you're everywhere. By the way, super appreciate you guys subscribing to my Patreon. Also a very great way to support me. You also get some extra content. I'm trying to post more often, but unfortunately I simply just don't have time to, like, you know, I don't do this like full time, so I am already, like, you know, streaming every day and shit, but I promise to, like, post a little bit more often. Yeah, still working on my video about Hassan, but yeah, haven't filmed anything yet, but I think my script is somewhat ready. I need to start filming, but you know, it's like forcing yourself. As YouTube is super weird with how gradually it gets more out of sync. Yeah, I never noticed that because I don't usually watch YouTube streams, and if I do, I don't really chat. So that doesn't really matter to me that much, you know. I wish in the OBS layout you could make it so your chat would be like half of the screen. For some reason you can't do that. It's like divided vertically and it's divided horizontally, like half. On the top is your like preview and on the bottom is your panels. You can make the chat to the left of your preview, but I wish you could make it just taller, dude. Oh my god, is this like a fucking it's a piano version. I'm super afraid of playing any copyrighted like movie music on YouTube because it cucks the stream, dude. YouTube is like, uh-oh, motherfucker, you playing some copyrighted shit, ain't you? I'm like, no, Mr. YouTube, I don't do that. Please don't cuck my stream. Cucked. you know, and it is what it is. Ooh, an interesting video. Okay, as you saw from my as you saw from my title, Moscow is bombed again. Again. I don't think it's gonna be like news anymore, you know. So I don't know if I'm gonna clickbait with that on my stream title, because it just like because it's like every fucking day, you know. It's happening now. So bad news for me today. The taxes are higher starting from today. Today is the 1st of August, by the way. Congratulations with the dude, this guy is so this guy is so cringed. Anyway. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know already, your 7TV4 kick is limited to 600 emotes. Yeah, I know that. Is that not enough? Is it more on other platforms? It's an old meme, but you know. Yeah. Can't believe I fucking liked the guy at some point. I mean, I think he tapped into every teenager's mind who likes video games, who likes technology, who likes thinking about the future. I think he has some great ideas. I think he just turned the wrong way. I think he could have been a very, very cool dude still, but he, for some reason, just decided to be like, I don't know. I think a lot of people also don't give him enough credit in a sense of like how manipulative he is with his speech. He is very money and power driven, and he constantly, like, him gambling on that fucking Bitcoin shit. He got a lot of money out of that. Him like, it's almost as if he has no principles, and whatever is gonna make him more money is just what he's doing. Like, for example, the COVID stuff was you know, him promoting laxing the rules and all of the stuff like that connected to his manufacturing, right? Him cracking down on some kind of speech on Twitter is because he has a Tesla factories in China, and you can I bet you could I bet you could like follow through with a bunch of shit like that and just discover that a lot of the shit that he is seemingly randomly saying is not necessarily that random. So it's usually 1,000. I see. I mean, recently our Minister of Digital Affairs posted made a post that we received 560 Tesla Powerwalls, and the process was extremely quick, and we got like a lot of help, so to speak, from Musk, in a sense of getting those units on very favorable conditions and stuff like that. So yeah, that was I don't know. He's a strange dude. I don't know where to put my finger on him, you know? Like, I kind of hate the cringe, but at the same time, he helps Ukraine. So I don't I don't know what to think sometimes, you know? It's hard. It's difficult. I need to adjust the chat a little bit. Musk is a weirdo. Well. What was he bitching about the Starlink being used by the military last year? I don't remember. Are we 240 volts? I think we 220. I think we 220. Give me a second. I'll just. I need to change a thing. This is gonna work, I think. Okay. Hachapuri with pineapple. You want it? A company wanted to get paid for the service they provide. Nah, it could be that. What are you referring to? I'm sorry, I'm a little bit lost. I was doing something. Ruskies mess up everything they touch. Price in rubles. Hachapuri. Oh, I see. Hachapuri Khinkali with pineapple. Yeah, it's like they're trying to make like something sweet or something. Starlink. Yeah, but he's not providing Starlinks for free. The recent problem with Starlinks the recent problems with Starlinks was that he said that they wouldn't work over the Crimea, but we really needed to work over Crimea because we're planning to advance there, you know? So something like that I've heard. But then Pentagon said that they will give us special Starlinks that will work there. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it actually has to do something with like sanctions. You're not supposed to provide internet access over Crimea or something like that. So maybe that was the problem, but it you know, I didn't research it too deep, you know. Oh, there you go. Oh, I guess I was right. Anyway, yeah. Well, I mean, whatever, you know, people will find reasons to hate people they don't like, so. Explosion in Sevastopol. Damn. What does it say? It says a Russian got killed by the ATGM. Jesus Christ, bro. Holy fuck, dude. They just wasted a missile. I mean, they didn't waste it, but yeah, they killed the guy, but was that worth? You know, spite driven, dude. Bro, what is that emote? It doesn't show up. Cause it's like fucking YouTube emote or some shit. Graphics? Question mark. Could you imagine being Russian mobilized, and being ordered to man an unprotected trench out in the open? They appear to be under direct tank Bradley fire. Note multiple rounds landing when the Chmobiks get smoked by the invalidate. What the fuck is this word? Invalidating fire? Oh damn! Is it like completely open? There's a high ground. Is it like a high ground that you can see their trench from, and that's how they're fucking getting smoked? Because American IFVs, Western IFVs, they have exploding shells. They're like trench clearing shells. You shoot them, they explode over the trench, and it just minces everyone inside into fucking paste. Like a Roman structure? What do you mean? Like zigzags? Zigzags in the trench are so that when the shell hits it, it's not gonna spread the shrapnel too far. Almost 100 searches in military commissariats. The Special Security Service covered up and uncovered a large-scale draft evasion scheme. Searches were conducted in the military commissariats of 11 regions of Ukraine. Military commissars and doctors established a scheme for issuing certificates declaring men unfit for military service due to health reasons. Such a service costs an average of $6,000. Holy fucking shit. So, not only I can't buy it anymore because they're all in prison, but it also 6 fucking grand that I can't afford, bro. What the fuck? That's too much, dude. Cluster bombs exploding orcs? Oh, I don't know if we saw this one in particular. Oh, look at that. Damn, look at that circle. Just a circle, huh? That's beautiful, man. So it's kind of like in the center and on the perimeter. What about the other? Does it have dead zones? Interesting. Loading screens. It's beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna watch a video how Americans got so stupid, but a little bit later. We go through the news first. Oh, Rusaks are mad. We removed the Soviet emblem from the statue in Kiev, and they're already fucking mad, dude. It's good. Good stuff. I'm gonna show you the removal of the emblem, and then okay, just it's actually going to be in a museum. Holy shit. Okay, what the fuck, bro? Russians. Dude, the nation of fucking bums, bro. You know how there's like a meme when you move out of the hotel, make sure to like grab their fucking free soap and some shit, like some free stuff, get some free stuff. Do I understand correctly that they cleared out this whole fucking thing? Let's take a look. It says Russians in the Turkish hotel city of Antalya took some food in the road, 35 kilograms.
Yani böyle rezillik görmedim ya. Gerçekten. Bütün oteli soymuş resmen.
Мы вам оставили.
No,
For you, вы же видели, это было здесь.
No, no.
For you.
Respect in hotel. No. One. Okay. Aber ganz zu Hotel.
Bro, what the fuck?
Every day.
No.
Тихо. Это неправда.
Yo, bro, what the fuck?
Дорога, поезд, покупка.
How can you even grab this much?
Şu anda sinirden ellerim titriyor. Böyle oteli soymuş resmen.
Ой, ну смешно. Ну покушать-то, что нас стоит?
Yok artık ya. Havlulardan tut, elmalardan.
Bro.
Bir de havlu...
Where the fuck they took all that from? I guess, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe like there was like free fridge restocking or some shit, and they were just like grabbing, like, I don't know, man. I have no fucking clue. From the free breakfast area.
Eksik diyoruz işte
Это
bak.
нам дали у вас ресторан.
It says it's from the restaurant. We were giving this stuff.
İncirlere bakın. İncirler.
What the fuck is even that?
Bunların hepsi şampuan ve 2 torba, büyük torba incir kayısı. Böyle bir rezillik görmedim.
Покушать, дайте, мы уезжаем сегодня. Go home.
He says we're going home today. Give us a little bit something to eat. What?
Нет, там ничего нет.
She's even arguing with them, bro. She's not even ashamed of it. She's fucking arguing, bro. What? Degens. What a bunch of fucking degens. Okay. Yeah, some of these hotels have like a Swedish table and you can grab all the food you want, but it's like not with you though. Normal Russian thing, the day doesn't go well if you haven't stolen anything. I mean, I don't disagree with you, but like, you know, still, you know, showcasing this degenerate behavior. What the fuck is this? Improvised munitions, including grenades, have appeared in Ukraine over the past 12 months. They're often based on drink cans or bottles that are filled with readily available explosive materials, and in some cases, fragmentation materials for an increased anti-personnel effect.
Since the beginning of full-scale war in Ukraine, all sorts of munitions have been dropped from drones, ranging from hand grenades to Molotov balloons, to mortar rounds, and even blocks of explosive. In this video, we'll take a look at a couple of interesting examples of improvised munitions. Some used with drones, some perhaps used as hand grenades. In early May, an interesting short video was shared by a Ukrainian combatant
is this real?
showing a Fanta soft drink bottle filled with explosive and what appears to be ball bearings of different sizes. It's hard to tell what sort of explosive has been used, but the bottle is topped with a standard UZRGM grenade fuse. Ordnance Lab made an interesting video a couple of weeks ago testing an approximate version of the Fanta bomb, and found it to be fairly effective in terms of blast and fragmentation, though their version looked to contain more ball bearings, and they noted it weighed around 3 kilograms. The only other similar munition to surface was seen in a photograph which showed a box of Polish Kropla water bottles, which also appeared to be filled with explosive materials and fused with UZRGM fuses. It's unclear whether the grenades
Hey bro, give me some water. Fuck, dude, not
are intended for ground use or perhaps for dropping from drones. If the fill of the grenade is purely explosive, then it would have a significant blast effect, but minimal fragmentation. Likely why the Fanta bottle example has been augmented with ball bearings. There's also evidence of the simple use of directly using TNT blocks
What? Bro, what? Just slap the fucking trigger to everything, dude.
with UZRGM fuses,
That is fucking funny. Prove it.
with the Georgian Legion evidently dropping them from drones. All drinks cans have also been used to make improvised explosive devices. In early
Non-stop
May, a video
cans?
showing a non-stop energy drink can being split
Oh, yeah,
open
dude.
and filled with plastic explosive and ball bearings was shared. The can was then taped up and attached to a first-person view or FPV drone and used against personnel in a Russian trench. In June, several short clips were shared by a Ukrainian combatant featuring drinks cans with grenade fuses, 2 with UZRGM type fuses, and 1 with what appears to be a DVM fuse. The can could be augmenting a Bulgarian fragmentation grenade, such as an ARROG or perhaps a GHD RGD series. In July, Ryan O'Leary, a US volunteer in Ukraine,
That's weird. We never seen any of this. That's crazy.
shared a photograph of 5 craft-made grenades, constructed
Man, I'd go for a Red Bull right now. Not that one.
from
But
plastic drinks bottles, slipped into the base of Red Bull and non-stop energy drink cans. O'Leary suggests that there's approximately 1 to 2 kilograms of RDX explosive inside. There again,
how can you have 1 to 2 kilograms of explosives if you have 500 milliliters of space?
topped with the ubiquitous UZRGM fuses and secured with tape. So why are these munitions being made? Often when I cover improvised munitions, people ask, are the Ukrainians not receiving billions in aid?
Density?
The answer to this is they are. However, aid doesn't always include all the types of munition you might want. Similarly, combatants improvising these munitions
Yeah, they need to put that into Mr. Cider bottles, dude.
may not receive the types of munitions they need. Wartime logistics can be challenging. Additionally, the combatants producing these munitions may be looking for bombs with improved blast and fragmentation over what is available. Thanks for watching, guys. This is a quick video just highlighting a couple of the improvised munitions that I've seen being used in Ukraine. I hope you found it interesting. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Share the videos with friends and check out our website armorersbench.com for
That was pretty fun. Yeah, okay, I get it. Volume. Yeah, I get it, guys. Chill, okay? I know about it. Holy fuck. In TNT measure. Okay. Fine. Fine, guys. Chill. Okay. Okay, I'm just catching up quickly on the There's some speculation that the Minister of Defense of Ukraine is not going to be the Minister of Defense anymore. And Budanov is going to be instead of him. Okay. So remember, wait, oh, it doesn't show in the video. Ah, then fuck it. Who cares? Yeah, Reznikov is not gonna be. Maybe, potentially, is not gonna be the Minister of Defense anymore. But we'll see. We'll see. Just speculations for now. President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky in September may visit New York to visit the UN General Assembly, says Bloomberg. Interesting. Russian government is going to discuss fight with terrorism. Fighting terrorism with Talibans together. Oh wow. To catch a criminal, you have to think like one. True. Yeah, the hit. The new hit, guys. On Moscow. Moscow Tower. Looking good, man. This is a F-16 training, what is it called? Test training, like, simulator. Pretty cool. Does it make the noise too? That looks cool as fuck, dude. Okay, Ministry of Defense says that 2 drones got shot down. Not all of them, apparently, obviously. Listen, I'm happy that stuff like this happens, but I wish there would just be more destruction, you know? Like the whole fucking tower. Fucking wipe that shit out, dude. Wipe it. Wipe it out! Guys, you wanna see what I made? You know what? See, I made this fucking jug of lean. No, I've heard, is lean like a drug or something? I've heard some people refer to something like drinking lean. I have no idea what that is, but so I made this. This is so here's the idea, right? The idea is to make black iced tea, and then you add some fruits to it and berries, and you make like an iced tea drink, you know? So I added peaches, I added grapefruit, right? And I added some blueberries, right? And this shit is fucking disgusting, bro. So first of all, I didn't have a lot of sugar. I added all the sticks of sugar that I had from fucking MREs. It wasn't enough, okay? Apparently I didn't have a lot of tea. I also used tea from I also used black tea from MREs, but it's just not enough for this much liquid. I barely taste any tea in there. I think I've added too much grapefruit. This shit is fucking like what's the word? You have the opposite of sweet. No, it's not sour. It's like Sweet, salty, sour. What else? Bitter, thank you. Yeah, it's really bitter. And the peach that I've added wasn't really ripe. So anyway, but I did add whatever, bro. I don't know. I don't even know if I can drink this. Okay, I think I've added. Remember I had a black peach powdered tea. I added that over here from the MRE, right? It made the taste a little better. I've added none of the stuff you've added is good. Maybe. Anyway, I still have 2 peaches and I'm waiting for them to ripe. And I've added, what else did I add? Oh, today I added the you know when you buy canned pineapples, and I added the juice from that. It's like syrup, right? Super sweet and stuff. And it made it better too. But this is definitely not what I was going for, okay? Next time I think I'll just Google a fucking recipe. I don't know, I thought it's gonna be so easy. Well, I had to work with limited resources, okay? I mean, it's not bad. It's not good either, but it's not bad. You know? Definitely needs more sugar and more tea and more peaches. Pretty much all the stuff that I should have added, and that's it. Yeah, so next time I'm just gonna make tea, like just a lot of tea. And then I'll try if it's good. And then I'll put it in the fridge to make it cold. And then I'll add the fruit purees that I'm gonna mix with sugar. I think that's how you make it, but I didn't have much sugar, so. Yeah. And fruit has to be, you know, ripe. I think. Jesus. Anyway, listen, it was an experiment, okay? I should have just Googled the recipe. I bet I can ask like ChatGPT or some shit. I'm just curious. What? Okay. Oh my god, it asks me to log in. Why? Your session expired? This is so fucking annoying, dude. Oh my god. Why is it doing this? Holy fucking shit, it's fucking annoying. Why is it logging me out of this shit? Fuck. And then I also have this fucking piece of shit code that I have to put in. Okay. 4 billion people wants to use it at once. I don't give a fuck about them. I pay for this fucking shit, okay? I want... Okay, let's just see what's gonna tell me, okay? Okay, I want to make a black iced tea with peaches, with peach flavor, all by myself. How should I do it? Black iced tea with natural peach flavor. This recipe will yield approximately 4 to 6 servings. 1 cup of fresh peach puree. Wow, that's a lot of mint leaves. Optional. Okay. I have 6 liters of fresh water. I want to turn it into the drink. Adjust the recipe. Oh my god! I'd use 2 tea bags. It tells me to use 12? Yeah, no shot. It fucking tastes like nothing like black tea, dude. 4 cups of fresh peach puree. 12 to 16 peaches? I used 2. I think I was a little bit off, dude. 1 cup of sugar. Oh my god. I maybe used like 5 sticks. Okay, makes sense. I'm a bit off, yeah. It means that you can still save it, though. You can still save it. If it lacks all of this stuff, you just add more tea, more peaches, and more sugar. That's a lot of peaches, dude. Holy fuck. Basically water with aftertaste. That's pretty much how it tastes, yeah. Oh, man. Okay, I'm gonna tell him to try and... Okay. Okay. I actually already made the drink, but I didn't follow any recipe. I used 2 tea bags and like maybe like 3 peaches. I also added 2 grapefruits. And some sugar. Sugar. It's bland, bitter, and watery. How can I save it? Okay, add more tea. The bitter taste could be due to the overstepping of the tea bags. But the watery taste might be because there's not enough tea for the amount of water. Add more tea bags and let them steep for a shorter time, 3 to 5 minutes. No, I think it didn't get it. What was the name of the Twitch copycat? Twitch copycat? You mean Kick copycat? It's Topsenma. Yes, I'm streaming every day. Add more sugar. That's what I thought, right? Ooh, dissolve some sugar in a small amount of hot water to create a simple syrup. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. Add more fruit. That's true. Puree, more peaches. That's true. Since you added grapefruits, which can be bitter, you might want to avoid adding these unless you enjoy it. No, I don't. Add some lemon. Citrus can help out to bring out the flavors of your drink. Squeeze a lemon to your mixture. This can also help mixture. No, it's a drink. It's not a mixture, dude. What the fuck? This can also help to balance the bitter flavor. Okay. Spices such as cinnamon, cloves. What the fuck is cloves? Or star anise can help add depth to your iced tea. Simmer the spices in a little bit of water to extract their flavor. Add spice infused water to your drink. Damn. Should I do that? I fucking hate cinnamon. Strain the drink. If you left the peels of your fruits, they could be contributing to the bitterness. That's interesting. No, I shouldn't add. Should I add this like spices that he's recommending? I do have cinnamon. I don't know what is what the fuck is cloves? Oh, I have it. I have it. And I have star anise. Are you aware that there's pre-made juice in the shops? I wanted to make it myself, bro. The fuck? It has the spices, tastes really good. Yeah, but it's cold tea. It's not an actual tea. Wait! I told it I want an iced tea, right? Iced tea, yeah. I told it. Filling the empty void inside by brewing commercially available beverages at home. No! That's not what I did it. I save money that way. I make a very good, tasty drink, and I save money. I just fucked up with the with everything. Bro, dude. Okay, well, I'll okay, so I need to buy tea. Bro, I basically need to buy everything I should have bought, you know? Easier to add ingredients than to remove them? Yeah, true. It could be perpetual tea, you know? Like that perpetual stew that people just constantly boil for like hundreds of years and add more and more stuff to it. This could be the same thing, you know? Perpetual brew. Okay, so I should make some sugar syrup. I should add more peaches. And I should add some lemon. And maybe spices. I'm not sure about the spices, man. Like my ex perpetually yapping? Dude, what the fuck? Haven't you watched Barbie movie? You sexist pig. What's up, buddy? Okay. That's good recommendations, bro. That's good recommendations. Is what you mentioned basically kombucha? No, kombucha is it's green tea that is also fermented. What I basically want to do is just regular black iced peach tea. Yeah, I'll try it without spices. If I like it, then yeah, I'll drink it like that. I just wanted to drink something other than fucking water, and I want it to be like somewhat healthy, you know? Obviously adding copious amount of fucking sugar in there is not necessarily very healthy, but should have just bought a fucking Coke Zero, dude. Whatever. What is this?
I know how I got this dislike ratio. I make a video
That is your dislike ratio? Weak. Okay? Weak.
Oh, I make a video praising the Soviet Union and nobody bats an eye. I make a video praising the United States and everybody loses their minds. Okay, fine. I hear you. You only want to hear things that confirm what you already believe. I get it. Let's talk about why Americans are stupid.
Sun tea?
There's a famous episode of the Jimberly Kimberly live show where clueless residents of Los Angeles fail to name a single country.
Is it South Africa?
We have the country of Asia.
Greenland
Well, it's selected, right? They just select people who didn't answer a single question.
or Iceland or something.
Although these are no doubt cherry-picked, and I'm sure if you stood in a big city all day and shoved a camera in people's faces and asked them questions, you'd be able to find 3 minutes worth of people who couldn't answer on the spot.
Miss, for $1, name a woman.
Name a woman?
Yeah.
But the stereotype that Americans are
Hillary Clinton.
ignorant about the wider world is largely
Hillary, I watched her emails. They're very good. They're very good. I've seen some picture of, Hunter Biden's cock. It's a very good cock. I like it very much.
true. These people
I would suck that cock and I wouldn't be ashamed of it, you know. Nobody sucks better cock than I do.
can't name a country because they don't care
The reason I wanted to build the wall is so I couldn't suck those Mexican cocks, you know.
about other countries.
Because I'll do it. I'm a go-getter, you know.
40% of Americans have a passport, compared to 66% of Canadians and 76% of Brits. In 1994, it was only
Wait, what the fuck? What does that even mean?
about other countries. 40% of Americans have a passport, compared to 66% of Canadians and 76% of Brits. In 1994, it was only 10% of Americans. But that doesn't mean Americans have gotten more globe-trotting since then. It was because after an above-average episode of the news, it became mandatory to need a passport when entering Canada and Mexico.
Oh, like not an ID. We call it the same thing.
So it's fair to say that a very small percent of Americans will be leaving this corner of the world. As I
American education system is pretty bad right now, to be honest. Why would you say that? What are you basing your opinion on?
said in a
How would you know? What is your proof of that?
previous video, America has all you'd ever want geographically within her borders.
What the fuck? How would that even make sense? In a developed country with very good economy, you would have like bad education? What?
Why go anywhere else? The foreign cultures, maybe? Americans don't care about that either. On the list of the highest grossing movies in the USA, you have to go all the way to 520th place to get a movie that isn't American. It's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, by the way. Couldn't even beat The Nutty Professor. Somebody please check up on Ang Lee. I think he might have killed himself. Neither do global affairs hold the average American's interest. When asked about the Kyoto Climate Accords, who the Taliban are, or who Nicolas Sarkozy is, Americans are woefully underinformed compared to other developed nations. In 2009, only half knew that last year's Olympics were held in Beijing. Oh, but of course, when asked to name American celebrities, they had no trouble at all. At the same time, we non-Americans are flooded with American culture. Some British people know more about American politics and history than their own.
Isn't that insane how America does that, right? Everyone knows about America more than maybe about even their own country. Dude.
Once you're dropped into the trench, depth or the z-axis is...
It's Z-axis, you floppy-haired moron. France had to pass laws banning radio stations from playing too much American music. There are only 2 countries in the world where Coca-Cola is not sold. Wait, scratch that. This journalist from Finland bought a Coke at a water park in Pyongyang in 2017. And what's this hiding in the background of somebody's holiday snaps at the National Hotel de Cuba? Look, you know something's up when remote tribesmen in the Amazon rainforest who don't even have electricity know who Michael Jackson is. Americans used to be quite well read. After the Second World War, Americans consumed 63% of all the newspapers in the world, and they used this to their advantage. In 1948, the newly formed United Nations created a list of human rights that all countries should strive to uphold. One area that Americans were particularly interested in was this one, Article 19. Everyone has the right to freedom.
That's actually maybe an interesting point. That's why Americans are so fucking dumb on international issues, and they don't understand, which is very interesting because international politics of America is just so well done. But regular citizens have no fucking clue about any of it. Maybe just because they don't learn any of that shit, but that's...
Freedom of expression and opinion,
changed, yeah.
and receive and impart information and ideas through any media and regardless of frontiers. What the USA wanted was a completely level playing field. Anyone can buy any media from any other country. A global free market.
Was the USSR based? Absolutely not. Degenerate piece of fucking shit. Cancerous growth on the planet of the Earth. Literally put fucking Eastern Europe into like a period of fucking dog shit.
Market of ideas, released from the shackles of censorship. For if anyone can gain access to the truth, we cannot be marched into the same kind of ignorance and intolerance that characterized the Axis nations of the war. This is admirable. Freedom of speech is a core value of the United States and many other allied nations. But some delegates, like those from India, questioned the US's motives. If you believe in an equal access to information and culture, shouldn't you redistribute some of your media creating capacity to developing nations like ours, so that we have an equal opportunity to tell the world our stories? The Americans would not budge. Of course, they knew deep down that India was right. The American delegation to the convention was highly populated by journalists and media magnates. They knew that if countries couldn't afford their own news, they would be increasingly reliant on buying news from American wire companies like the Associated Press, which was good for both the media companies' profits, but also the US State Department, who would no doubt have been licking their lips at the prospect of 1 billion people reading news with a specific American spin on it. In 1944, the Associated Press sold news to 38 countries. Within 8 years, that had doubled to 70 countries. In the 1950s, around half of films shown in European and Asian cinemas were American, 2/3 in Mexico, Brazil, and Argentina. Which makes sense. Americans made grand Technicolor films brimming with Hollywood sparkle because they could afford to. Whereas war-torn Europe, impoverished Mexico, and nuclear-obliterated Japan were stuck making small-scale comedies to keep up morale. One of the most popular French movies in 40s France was 1949's The Big Day, a mostly plotless movie where a whimsical French postman gets into wacky mischief in a quaint village. There just wasn't the money or resources for anything else. Hollywood captured the European public's imagination, and they wanted more. But why is it only a one-way street? Because while you can do or say whatever you want within the United States, the Constitution also says that the American government can regulate what goes in or out. During the Cold War, anything that might be considered communist propaganda could be seized by the post office and never delivered. Books or even souvenirs from communist countries, for example. Pamphlets criticizing US foreign policy. Immigration reached a low point in the early 70s, with only 4.7% of Americans being foreign-born, limiting Americans' interaction with different cultures. Obviously, it wasn't totally...
Why let them interact with different cultures if they're bad?
Like North Korea.
Why would you want bad cultures?
Plenty of foreign movies and music were allowed into the US. But the media that caught on was either already Americanized or so plastically exotic that it doesn't really say anything about the culture where it's from. The Beatles were British, yes, but they got their start covering American rock and roll musicians. When John Lennon stepped out of line, the American government made sure that he knew it. Movies imported from Japan were mostly samurai flicks, and very few movies set in the modern day. The film Ikiru is widely considered the...
Thompson, do you think the BreadTube movie reviewers should be introduced to Balaban of Brat movies just for them to get a taste of how casual racism in Russia is? They will just say, oh, it's a product of its time. Right now, Russia is not like that. This film was filmed. They will just fucking try to,
Best Japanese film ever made, if you ignore people who have never felt the touch of a woman. But this existential drama about a depressed, lonely man was only given a limited release in California, and the poster was edited to feature a stripper who is only in the movie for like 1 minute.
Based clickbait.
The narrow stream of European movies that made it into the USA came in the form of the French New Wave cinema, movies that were stylistically inspired by American films, but also so stuffy that few audiences would ever want to watch them anyway.
Qu'est-ce que ça peut te faire?
Ça ne va pas, non?
Non, rien. Je voulais dire cette phrase avec une idée précise. Je ne savais pas quelle était la meilleure façon d'exprimer cette idée. Ou plutôt, je le savais. Mais maintenant, je ne sais plus.
This was further stifled by the Hays Code, a set of extremely strict regulations that were in place from 1934 to 1968. If you've ever wondered why old black and white films seem so dry, it's because of these rules.
And people be like, old movies good!
Some things that were completely banned from ever being shown in any film included bad guys winning. All movies had to end with the police outwitting the evil criminals or the criminals causing their own demise. Any nudity, even the silhouette of a booba, is an instant ban. Blood or dead bodies. When people get shot in old films, they usually just clutch the wound, but no actual blood is seen. Pointing a gun...
One of the most violent fucking periods of fucking history, modern history. People are fucking dying by millions. No death in movies.
At somebody in the same frame. This is why guns are always held at waist height. Kissing for longer than 3 seconds. Interracial couples, white people as slaves, criticism of religion or of any other country. Naturally, this prevented the more artistically liberal European films from being shown in American cinemas, and when they did get a US release, they were usually edited to remove the violence in movies and sex on TV to comply with the good old-fashioned values. At least until the rules were abolished in 1968 and replaced by the age rating system we have today. Even as the Cold War
G for good.
ended and the internet gave Americans unparalleled
Whoa! Internet! Come on, let's go, guys! Woo!
access to the rest of the world and all of human knowledge, they still preferred
Radical!
to hang out on a handful of American-made websites
Excuse me, what is that? What is that blue bird? What is that? What is that? I don't think that's a thing anymore.
dominated by Americans. The insular culture of 20th century America has carried over to the 21st. Tightened border security after Septiembre Undécimo means foreign musicians
It's not gay if it's TSA.
can have a hard time getting visas. In 2002, the touring visa of a German orchestra was cancelled after it was discovered the cellist had a criminal record for shoplifting a pair of tweezers in 1991. When they tried again for a visa in 2004, the cellist had to undergo an hour-long interview with Homeland Security and had to physically pick up his visa from the US Embassy. Global cultures might be more present in American media, but they're always through the lens of American characters, such as The Last Samurai starring Tom Cruise, where he plays
That was a good movie.
a white guy in 1870s Japan. 7 Years in Tibet, another American in China. Indiana Jones, American in Egypt. The Bourne Identity, American in France.
Damn. Jesus Christ. Jason Bourne.
Inglourious Bastards, Americans in German-occupied France. And for the ladies in the audience, Mamma Mia. For a movie set on a Greek island, there's not a single Greek person in the entire movie. Is there any hope for America, or are they destined to be a stinky, dumb, redneck country forever? Maybe. In 2000, 92% of the music in the USA Top 50 was American, making it the second most insulated market in the world after Pakistan. But today it's more like 60%, with Brits, Canadians,
Maybe you guys started making better music, huh?
Latin Americans and Africans making themselves more seen in the charts. Each year there are
I mean, it's probably because people can just now produce music on their own. They don't need any big companies. And
more foreign films nominated at the Academy Awards than ever before. What used to be an American-only pay-to-win awards show is now an international pay-to-win awards show. As social media platforms have an element of randomness in what they show users, there is a higher chance of Americans being
Bro, I see this fucking guy. It starts always like with that song. Dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun dun. Do you know what I'm talking about? And then he's just like fucking random bumfuck guy in China that fucking like is like fucking eat some dog shit, and he's like, I'm out of dog shit. Let me make this dog shit. And he just fucking makes it from like fucking grass and fucking grinding stones. Have you ever seen that? And all the comments in those fucking TikToks are like, if you see this shit, you need to go to sleep. You know what I'm talking about? You don't know what I'm talking about, dude? Bro, I'm about to fucking change your life, dude, okay? It's about to happen right now on this stream. What is this called? Chinese dude makes stuff? Yeah, it's the guy. But where's his fucking TikTok? Why is it the same? It's the guy. That's the song, dude. That's the song. And he just fucking makes stuff. Yeah. Do you see this? Did you see this stuff? Was he smiling? Because I don't fucking know. They told him to. And it's the same fucking song on all of his fucking TikToks. And there's like so many TikToks.
Being shown videos from other countries, forcing them to take note of what is happening. It seems the revolution will be TikToked. I've been giving the impression throughout this video that it's all or most Americans who are terminally uneducated. But American ignorance isn't as evenly distributed as you'd think.
Graph.
That study I mentioned earlier, when adjusting for English proficiency, income and education levels, Americans are really no different from their European counterparts, and in some cases,
Somebody said education is bad.
Marginally smarter. Knowledge about the wider world even correlates to political views, and not in the way that you'd think. A 2022 survey asked Americans 12 questions about the world, such as, who is the British Prime Minister? What does the Indian flag look like? And
is it that chin chin chong chong, chin chin chin, chin chin chin chong chong? Is that the song? The meme song? Oh.
Topic Records, holler at me.
It is. I fucking knew it. Yeah, I know the words, man.
What this symbol represents. The people who answered the most questions correctly were committed Democrats and committed Republicans.
Ooh.
Swing voters, those enlightened centrist chads,
what the fuck?
Were the stupidest. Only 40% of moderate Republicans
Bro, that's Bill Clinton.
Could name the US
How they wouldn't know?
Secretary of State, compared to 60% of convicted Republicans. Only
convicted?
Half of moderate Democrats knew that the USMCA trade agreement replaced NAFTA, compared to 66% of convicted Democrats. Also, I just thought it was funny that the more Americans know about the European Union, the more favourable view they have of it. So are Americans ignorant? Many of them are, but it isn't their fault. It's a mix of geography, American...
I feel like putting your fucking ad on one of these billboards is like the biggest waste of fucking money. It costs so much, but people who actually see the ad, they don't give a fuck about it, dude. They don't give a fuck. They just go past. They just know it's fucking filled with ads and nobody gives a shit.
Imperialism, Cold War paranoia, moral puritanism, and economic factors that create a paradoxical nation that is both the most
I was going to ask if you want a free ad on there, but never mind. Yes, I want.
Expansive empire, but also an information...
If it's free, I like free stuff. I'm going to pay for it.
...prison of their own.
I said paying for an ad there, you dumb fuck. Have you been listening to what I was saying?
Making. God bless you, stupid...
The education is falling behind. It's been in a constant decline every year. What are you getting the information from? How is it possible? Isn't the economic situation of people just gets better and better with every year, and more people have access to education? What the fuck are you talking about?
Bastards.
Monkey. Okay, this was a video about stuff. Oh, how Ukraine benefits from droning Russia. Hello, beautiful community. I've been thinking about this interesting concept of how would Ukraine benefit from drones flying into Moscow Tower. There's this streamer, Thompson. It's giving him more subjects to talk about on the stream. That's the main driving force of Ukrainian government decisions on shelling fucking towers. True! I'm just wrong? Prove me wrong. I'm an open-minded person. If I'm wrong, give me the link. How am I wrong? I thought that with time, there's less crime and there's more people getting educated. No, is that not true? Let's just Google it. Education percentage in USA over the years. Educational attainment distribution. I'm wrong? You fucking piece of shit dumbass. How am I wrong, you fucking pathetic cunt? There's some stats for you, dumbass. It's on the constant growing pattern. Obviously, it's gonna bottom out at some point. Isn't that just attendance? Well, yeah, of course. That's what people are talking about. And that's what everyone gives a fuck about. It's not about what education you're getting. It's that if you're getting any education at all. How would you even measure that? Measuring the quality of education is so difficult. I guess you could measure like where the students are achieving like high scores on Olympiads or some shit, but that is a way different like, and then there could be some correlation there. There could be some causation. Like it's difficult. I don't know. I wouldn't try. I would have to do a lot of research. But this I trust. Like obviously it's gonna bottom out at some point. But still, even look, the college graduation rate still, people who finish college still grows year to year. So more people graduating, more people going to college. It makes sense. Makes total sense. Or like just getting education, high school graduate or more. Yo, high school graduate. It means that you graduated high school. That's pretty good. 91%? That's actually insane. Is that insane? I actually don't know. That looks insane to me. Anyway, I'm right. I'm always right, dude. It's people who are doomers, like, oh my god, everything is developing, but the situation in the country is getting worse. What the fuck? Who told you that? Fucking people spending too much time on X.com. Sounds like a porn site.
Hello, beautiful community. What are the non-military benefits, if any, to Ukraine of droning Russian territory? That's a question.
Didn't I just said exactly that thing?
It's coming up. So let's try to say...
Compare with France. Am I gonna have the same... Oh. I don't know what this means. No, this is not the stat I was looking for. I don't know. Net enrollment. That's how many kids go to school, but not how many finish. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I don't give a fuck about it that much. Well,
say a
whatever.
little about it and frame it a bit. What I'm not going to say anything about is the point that I made recently about the needlessness of
You can find the
excessive
stats in the link.
moralization of Ukraine's actions, right? It's certainly not unjust for Ukraine to drone Russian territory, but it's not the point to talk about justice, right? It's neither just nor unjust. It's necessary, plus driven by values like national survival. There's a tendency for Westerners, because of our special history, to inflate the value of justice at the expense of other values, right, that also motivate human beings. There's a tendency to think that if something is the right thing to do, it must be justified in terms of the value of justice. Well, plenty of things are the right thing to do that are not justified by the value of justice. Okay, enough. Now, the benefits to Ukraine of drone attacks on Russian territory are dependent on how the war is going and on what is going on in Russian domestic politics, right? It's one answer to this question if the Kremlin is pushing hard the depoliticization direction. It's another if the Kremlin is trying to politicize Russian citizens. So the answer is always going to depend on where we're at with the war and with Russian propaganda. So let's say a little bit about this. Now, when Ukraine acts, there are several audiences, especially if the action has, an informational environment.
Ukrainians, Russians,
sort of
the Westerners.
There are Ukrainians, there is very roughly the West, and then there are Russians. Now, droning Russia has a boosting psychological effect for Ukrainians. And that's a feeling of a certain kind of moralized satisfaction, a certain kind of, relief of emotional tension that goes something like this. Well, at least they're getting an infinitesimal taste of what they're doing to us, right? So that's a meaningful function of these things for the Ukrainian morale. Now, in terms of the response of Russian citizens, the Russian population, it's possible to argue that the drone attack certainly could serve some of the Kremlin's purposes and could help the Kremlin with some of its narratives. But there is one narrative that the Kremlin is pushing, among others, and it conflicts with some of its other narratives, but it's pushing one narrative that the drone attacks are actually successfully parasitic upon. And that narrative says the war is contained, it's under control, Ukraine's counteroffensive has not gone well, and the West is tiring, so let's not over worry about this. This is not getting out of control, and indeed it's turning in our favor, right? So that narrative is being effectively cracked by the drone attacks. Not comprehensively cracked, but there are some cracks introduced into that narrative by the drone attacks. So it's having an effect.
It's been three strikes in the past.
We shouldn't overestimate this because, of course, as we know, the depoliticization.
We need to destroy the whole
dynamic,
tower.
not just in Russia, but globally, but in Russia too, is not about disinterest, lack of interest in politics. It's about resistance, right? It's about resisting politics, right? So we're talking about concepts like evasion, denial, I'm not bothered, right? And that's why it is actually also possible for that resistance to grow as the thing you need to face gets more awful. Now, one final thing I'd put on the table is that there is a pattern that's likely to hold, in my opinion. This is not some kind of an expert prediction, but it's a plausible guess, and that's that the less successful Ukraine's counteroffensive, the more Ukraine will engage in attacks on Russian territory, because that will be the other lever that can be pulled, right? And if Mr. Putin is fantasizing about a long, drawn-out, semi-frozen war, right? Ukraine's answer to that, well, even if we can't break Russian defenses sufficiently, at least we're going to do this. And Putin's postcard vision of a war that lasts 3 or 4 years in a sort of a low-level state before he then escalates, Putin's postcard vision of this will be ruined because Russian territory will be increasingly under attack by Ukraine. On the other hand, the more successful the counteroffensive, the less Ukraine may need to use this lever. Lots of love, and talk very soon.
Why not do both, you know? Why not just do both, where Putin loses the war and his shit is getting nuked the fuck out? Why not do that, you know?
Warning. Nuking is now legal worldwide. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.
Don't worry about what the fuck he be doing. It's DJ Smokey.
You're tuned into 102.3.
Is Arestovich and Fagin do the stream still? Yeah, they do, but they don't discuss anything very interesting. So.
If you're listening to this song, you are shadow cursed for eternity.
Oh no.
If you don't fuck with nuclear, well then, you're just a bitch-ass trick.
Nuclear launch detected.
You're in the right place for shitty music.
Right place for shitty music. All right. Yeah, they still do the streams. They do one right now, actually.
Русские политзаключенные, мы посмотрим, хорошо бы и за то, на самом деле. Но в первую очередь я хотел бы, он тоже и украинец, представляя интересы Украины на личном уровне, чтобы ему все-таки вменили иск за белорусов.
Only 85,000 people are watching.
За фальсификацию выборов, за насильственный захват власти в Беларуси.
So we know that shit ain't fire, you know? So we'll tune in when we'll tune in when it's getting wild out there, you know?
Просто интересно.
So what about this?
Я вот знаю, что мне пизда будет. Просто интересно, когда. Блин, как обидно сейчас сдохнуть, а пацаны дальше будут сами кайфовать. А? Что, снимаешь уже?
Фарш на связи.
Простите меня, мужики, за то, что не был в аду.
Давай, пацаны!
Пока вы там стреляли, я играл в домино. Но я за вас молился и постился. И пару раз кидал пятерочку в горщик.
Когда началось это, я понял, что, блядь, наконец-то я могу им дать пизды. Потому что все эти года я не шел воевать, но они меня дико бесили. Потому что они все время говорят, что, ебать, хохлы лохи, блядь. Вот это мы бомбим Донбасс, ебать, вот это принадлежит Одесса нам, я с Одессы, кстати, Одесса принадлежит нам, Херсон, ну, туда-сюда, короче. Ну, короче, вот появился шанс дать им пизды, вот я хочу это сделать максимально долго это делать перед тем, как я сдохну. Все, вот такая у меня логика. Первый бой был под Киевом, Мощуне. Я особо еще не понимал нифига, но дико хотел рубиться. Я перед ним, вот пока меня не пустили повоевать, и несколько суток нормально не мог спать. Но мне ни хера не было. У меня была только каска и автомат, и РПГ. Все, у меня не было ни защиты, ни хера. И мне сказали, там есть русские, короче, в частном секторе. Они между домами прячутся. Я такой, наконец-то русские. Ну там, блин, такие русские были, что в итоге подранки сдохли, а двое, которые были живые, те от нас съебались. Вот и все, типа, я даже не успел насладиться, так сказать, первым боем. Но я хотя бы на себе прочувствовал, что такое 120-й миномет. И что-то по нам еще работало по соседним домам. По-моему, 30-ка работала, ну, БМП-ха, походу, хуярила, ну, что-то такое, типа. Ну и вертушка приехала по пацанам, там поебашила, а над нами она просто полетала, я на нее так посмотрел, думаю, блядь, а с чего я собью? Короче, первый бой, одно расстройство, типа, никого не убил, мало движа. Ну, под Запорожьем первый удачный бой, я тогда хотя бы понял, что такое, наконец-то уже кого-то завалить, блядь. Кайфанул от этого наконец-то, потому что очень хотел припиздячить того, кто пришел ко мне домой и, блядь, и решил, что а это моя посадка. Нихуя, это моя посадка. Ну, плюс-минус 100 метров. Я не знаю, для кого-то ближний, для кого-то дальний. Блин, я охренел, конечно, от того, насколько просто отобрать житуху у человека. Это вот так, просто изи. Вообще просто, ну, просто вообще легко. Главное не бояться. Никаких ощущений там какая-то тошнота, там еще...
Bro, if they actually mobilize me, I feel like this could be me.
Сострадание, знаешь, там вот кто-то там рассказывает, вот что-то там рыгать, тянет, ебать. Это просто враг, я сделал из него мясо, шел дальше. Все, вообще никаких чувств, абсолютно. Я как салат поел.
Пацаны, метров 10-15 друг от друга. Пошли! Блять, мы таким темпом не успеем.
Фарш — это позывной дал мне мой товарищ, азовец. Я просто по жизни такой, люблю движ такой, что-то, чтобы опасное, знаешь, чтобы очко играло, прям, чтобы мне страшно было. Вот где-то зарубиться, порубиться, что-то такое, прям, чтобы вот кто-то, знаешь, его аж в пот бросает, а я кайфую. И он мне дал такой позывной, зашибись просто.
Погнали!
Я думал сначала Born to Kill. И, знаешь, такие патроны в каску напихать, типа, как цельнометаллическая оболочка, знаешь, фильм? Думал, вот такое вот. А, ну, что-то плагиатить, а тут свое, знаешь. И уже в бригаде, в принципе, по крайней мере, комбат и большинство командиров знают, что фарш, кто на позиции? Фарш. Бля, приятно, что знаешь, ебанько, конечно. Пускай боятся с меня с той стороны. Я думаю, они тоже уже запомнили. Даже когда по мне, вот, допустим, работал снайпер, у меня вот под короб пулемета прилетали пули, мне об этом говорили, а я просто поворачиваюсь, говорю, сейчас, подождите, пацаны, я доработаю и снимаемся, короче. Я доработался, просто отполз, пускай стреляют. Ну, промахнулся, заебись, не промахнулся, хуй с ним. Типа, не знаю, я просто не то, что не думаю, реально не боюсь, типа, умереть. Скорее всего, это будет быстро. Поэтому каждый раз я действую, мне кажется, если бы с той стороны был человек, которого вижу, который действует так же, я бы, наверное, чуть-чуть поменял позицию, потому что это очень нагло, знаешь, вот когда по тебе стреляют, и ты просто в полный рост высовываешься и с ПКМ хуяришь по ним. Ну, я полагаю, что, скорее всего, с той стороны должны думать, что, блядь, что за хуйня, как ему не страшно. И у меня так каждый раз, ему высунуться с трубой, там, стреляют, пули реально свистят рядом со мной. Я возьму хуйну туда трубой, посмотрю, ага, попал, заебись. Если не попало, еще раз стану, еще раз бахну. Могу залететь куда-то на штурм. Ну, реально было, залетели на штурм, тупо пацаны себе поехали вправо, а я чуть-чуть, я своеобразный, я чуть-чуть поехал влево.
Вот, работа, я влево тут ухожу. На.
И получается, я прям заехал, вот знаешь, это как будто ты сейчас зашла к нам в квартиру и сразу ко мне в комнату, вот внутрь, не просто на прихожую, а вообще внутрь, ко мне в комнату. Вот я так само, я прям внутрь их позиции, такой та-дам, и то есть... Я вообще, должно быть, изначально было быть так, что я заеду и как бы вот они, а получилось я заехал, и они вот они, вот они и вот они. Понимаешь? И ну, было классно, конечно, мне нравится. Ты туда зашел? Не один, но как бы был я, мне еще дали ребят, нас было человек 7 или 8, потом резко стало на 2 меньше. Ну, мехвода и наводчика можно не считать. Они сидели, один стреляет, а второй, наверное, вцепился просто и думал, когда скажут уезжать. Вот, ну, типа, по факту. А потом остался я, остался еще один у меня пулеметчик был без патронов. Ну, бессмысленная, конечно, штука, пулеметчик без патронов. И еще один автоматчик. А потом у меня закончились патроны на пулемете, я его закинул на БМП, взял у раненого автомат, говорю, взял раненую ногу, вот так, ну, у него нога просто лежала его рядом. Я ее так отодвинул ногу, говорю, извини, взял магазин и начал хуярить его автоматом. Ну а что, его нога уже оторвалась, под ней были магазины, надо что-то делать. Или что, мне не стрелять?
Главное, що в мене пекать ще трохи.
В отпуске, вот когда я езжу, я тренируюсь, ем, сплю и хочу побыстрее вернуться назад. Не могу я там находиться. А идеальный для меня отпуск – это здесь. И чтобы мне сказали, что нам дали Max Pro и прислали мне из Америки миниган, я поставлю его на Max Pro, и комбат мне скажет, блядь, можно поехать разъебать эту посадку. Я поеду, я просто срежу ее нахуй под корень, выжгу нахуй все эти блиндажи и принесу ему самые охренительные трофеи. Вот это был бы отпуск, вот это было бы классно. Представляешь, сидишь дома, и тут вот звонит командир, говорит, блядь, Фарш, нам дали миниган и Max Pro. Вот это было бы идеально. Я бы уделил неделю, вот это было бы супер. Я бы уделил неделю, ездил бы...
Guys, anyone knows people from American Congress, we can send this video to.
Каждый день на полигон, кайфовал с этой техникой, а потом бы разъебывал все живое, что есть. Потому что, во-первых, миниган охренительно скорострельный, Max Pro мало что берет. Я бы еще нашел мехвода, который... Я бы его спросил, братан, ничего, если ты сдохнешь? И вот если я найду типа, который скажет, блядь, да похуй, вот это будет мой мехвод. Я бы взял еще себе такого мехвода, и меня. Все, мне не надо вот это второй номер, чтобы какой-то там секель сидел вот так вот возле стенки. Блядь, нас убьют. Пошел нахуй, блядь. Ты боишься сдохнуть, иди нахуй. Ты долбоеб, ты конченый. Иди нахуй и сиди, блядь, под юбкой. Вот. Мы просто вдвоем выезжали, разъебывали бы все живое и съебывались. И потом бы кайфовали от крутых видосов. Блин. Вносили бы просто им смуту, разруху и сеяли бы, блядь, панику, нахуй. Я бы на Max Pro еще вот такую пиздатую челюсть, блядь, акулью нарисовал, чтобы в них новостях, там у Вагнера, где было, везде. Вот они бы эту челюсть постили и говорили, ебать, если увидите, теряйтесь, нахуй.
Пацаны, у кого гранаты? Кидай! Сюда, блядь, твари нахуй!
Это страшно. Тут у нас ребята умирают. Господи, боже мой, блядь. Ой, помогите нам, волонтеры, блядь. Кто-нибудь, мамочка. Это все хуйня, это параша ебаная. Если ты так боишься, если тебе жалко так пацанов, так бери их нахуй под мышку, ебать, и теряйся в Польшу, блядь, вплавь, не знаю, как хочешь, ебать. Это не твое нахуй. Если ты вот так стонешь, блядь.
Нас не забирают, нас усиливают, и мы продолжаем. Дискотека только начинается.
После войны у меня несколько вариантов. Я работал телохранителем, после войны...
When it's all over, the guy can have a hard time handling the peace. Is it gonna be really over with Russia? Like they will definitely try to start some shit over the border or something like that. The guy could be just like, you know.
Я думаю, что...
And you know, there's plenty of conflict in the world. He can probably just go, you know, as a hired gun or somebody like that.
Если я останусь целым, у меня хотя бы будет одна нога и протез, то, ну, в идеале надо выжить, конечно, сначала, то, возможно, буду телохранителем. Я думаю,
Literally answering the question, damn.
предложение будет с хорошей суммой. Второй вариант, который мне, конечно, нравится больше, это найти частную военную компанию для участия в каких-то гражданских войнах, конфликтах, вялотекущих войнах, где-то там в восточных странах, там, не знаю, Сирия, Ливия, Ирак, Африка, Афганистан, что-то такое. Ну, потому что после этого супердвижа мне будет скучно сидеть просто дома.
There's plenty of Rusaks to fucking mince in the world. They did spread like fucking plague in different countries, so I bet he can easily find people who will pay him money to fucking nuke them, bro. All around. Fuck it, well, if nobody will hire him, we'll hire him, guys. We'll do a stream goal for him to go to fucking Wagner in Africa or some shit. Fuck yeah, my call sign would be Thompson. I would put Thompson over here and I'd fucking stream the whole shit. Hell yeah.
Да, у него не получалось консервы укатывать, потому что Я тебе сейчас скажу, вот приведу аналогию. Вот ты, вот здесь же вы живете, снимаете квартиру, у тебя есть на кухне тараканы? А вообще ты была в доме, на котором на кухне или в комнате есть тараканы? Вот когда света нет, они себе спокойно, знаешь, сидят. Как только включают свет, они такие, хоба, прячемся, блядь, они разбегаются. Вот такая же херня была и с танчиком. То есть он, блядь, как бы едет по блиндажам, и они вот так вот, и в разные стороны, и от меня. И то есть я даже, блядь, я просто стреляю вот так, потому что не знаю уже в кого прицелиться. Они бросают все и убегают. И у меня, закрой ебало. И у меня такие разные мысли, знаешь. Догнать, словить и связать, либо стрелять. И я в перемешке просто не могу понять, что мне делать, не могу сконцентрироваться, прицелиться. Ну, естественно, мне приходится дальше говорить танку, продвигайся, дави еще, и ломиться за ними просто. Я прям...
I am leaving the house sometimes. Not very often, but I do. If I was sitting here constantly, then yeah, probably zero.
Он вообще к нему вплотную пошел, просто я решил уже, ладно, если они прям из-под него вылазят, так я, как только он с них съедет, а я сразу тут как тут. Ну и такой, он только съезжает, а я такой подбегаю там, а где же ваши ручки? И я такой, туда, блядь, с автоматом, нахуй. И они прикольные, они так блиндажи выходом делают от нас. И я просто... Так как бы танчик начал ехать, а он еще был далеко.
There's real war, dude. Like, I mean, what the fuck?
Я просто от него чуть отдалился. Я понимаю, что тут сидит русак, он сейчас будет стрелять. Я думаю, да пошел ты нахуй, я туда гранаты ему кинул. Оттуда аж, блядь, шерсть такая, ну вот это вот кошмотье вещей. А потом такой, на! Такой, нормально, все, следующий. Я, ну, блин, даже, короче, в каждую лузу туда по гранате, нехуй.
Так а ты с танкистами как ты с ними общался? Не было связи? Они просто там хотели...
Да какая связь, да какая башня? Он ко мне подъехал, я ему... Не, он еще изначально, как подъехал, короче, в посадке, стоял на поле у посадки прям, у него люк.
Guys, support the stream, don't forget, okay? You can subscribe on Kick. Very good way to support me, or you can subscribe to my Patreon as well. Credit card, PayPal.
Был открытый. Я ему говорю, заезжай, короче, в посадку, говорю, едь прям по посадке и дави. Он так на меня смотрит, говорит, да в смысле по посадке? Я говорю, ну прям по деревьям, говорю, вот так вот, по посадке едь.
Так это не был маневр изначально спланирован? Это типа...
Да какой нахуй спланирован? Это импровизация. Не, ну как, мне мой командир говорит, сейчас приедет танк. Хай по посадке едет, но танкист об этом-то еще не знал. Вот, и, ну, в общем, он люк-то закрыл, ну, и начал в посадку заезжать. Ну, он охренел, конечно, от этого, так сказать, приказа, но я охренел не меньше от того, что танкист меня послушал. То есть человек тоже, наверное, без всяких моральных принципов, устоев, и, в принципе, ну, не сильно задумывался о последствиях. Ну, мало ли, может, чем-то с РПГ бахнули, хотя, какой РПГ, они уже до трусов готовы были раздеться. Все, начался движуха. Там у меня пулемет был трофейный, один, второй, я сначала с одного пострелял, он заклинил, а взял второй, пострелял, он заклинил, потом трубу взял, бахнул с трубы, потом с гранатомета, потом все, уже автомат, подствольный гранатомет, гранаты. Да, было очень классно. Блин, я надеюсь, у меня еще будет штурм, на котором я смогу также воспользоваться услугами танка. Вот. Проехался танчик, у нас просто трофейная рация была, мы услышали, типа, что сейчас будут эту посадку утюжить. Я говорю танчику, давай, отъебывай, потому что, ну, нафиг, что мне танк спалили, он денег.
It just depends. It depends on the region, it depends. I feel like it's like so random. Like some people are getting drafted on the street, some people go to the conscription offices, they say that they would like to volunteer and they just take their contacts and they don't call them back. I don't know, man.
Стоит. Танк, короче, уехал, я ему сказал уехать. Вот. Я стал за блиндажиком.
I mean, if you're as motivated as this guy, I don't think you're gonna have any problem being in the military, but...
Взял трофейный пулемет и думаю...
Turns out it's not the case, right?
Ну, пока передышечка, короче. Вдох-выдох и играем в любимых, так сказать. Пока была передышечка, они просто стреляли чуть в нашу сторону. Ну, что там с автомата? Ебать, там только голову видно, а тем более, если в голову попадет, умру сразу, поэтому не страшно. Встал себе, сфоткался, подождали, короче, танчика, пока магазины зарядил, потом танчик приехал, я такой, фу, Все, понеслась дальше. Ну, пробегала недолго. На самом деле, если бы у меня...
I feel like this guy is like kind of like trolling a lot. No shot that you're like this fucking insane and you survived for this long. Like he obviously knows what the fuck he's doing. He obviously doesn't just like fucking wants to kill himself and shit, so.
У меня тогда был медик, я что испугался? Я провел рукой вот так вот по ягодицам, а у меня короче, жопа вся вот... Ты когда-то ежика в руки брала? Вот ты когда берешь, он колется, правильно? А тут такое ощущение, что у меня 2 ежа на каждой булке, и я вот постоянно на них. Я даже вот сейчас такое ощущение, что на большого такого жирного ежика сел. Просто знаешь, вот осколки, они просто впиваются мне в мясо. Даже в туалет не прикольно ходить, поэтому я сейчас делаю это реже. И из-за этого я более злой и очень хочу на штурм попасть. Привезли меня в Павлоград. Меня, короче, меня тут дружковки, короче, заклеили, один осколок на спине, там, надрезали, вытянули, я говорю, ну, покажи, он показал, я говорю, заебись, он заклеил. Потом он позаклеил все остальные дырки, ну, что-то хреново. И, короче, сижу, у меня вот тут кровь течет вот так из жопы по ногам, из ноги. Ну, короче, вот так вот сижу на стуле, а тут лужа такая, как месячная прям. Вот. Привезли меня потом в Павлоград. Опять меня вот эти вот поотрывали, а у меня столько шерсти на теле, капец. Вот, поотрывали меня вместе с шерстью. Реально, это было больнее, чем ранение, мне кажется. Вот, поотрывали, там обработали, заклеили. И такие, говорит, ну у тебя что-то болит? А я такой 9 часов ждал, пока меня отвезут в Павлоград. Меня привезли туда, и ранило в час дня, меня привезли в 2 часа ночи. Я на него такой смотрю и такой про себя думаю, да если честно, мне вообще уже похуй. И я ему такой говорю, да не. Он говорит, ну на мать, иди ложись. Все, ну типа, еще пару дней я там потусовался, короче, в Днепре, там, в Киеве. Ну, там в больничке побыл, в Днепре, потом поехал в Киев по делам, приехал сюда. Все, вот мое лечение. А сейчас, ну, меня тут просто на вылет. Ну, от осколки прохерачили, там лимфоузлы задеты, у меня нога чуть-чуть текает. Это херня. Просто иногда приходится ранку надрывать, выдавливать гной и туда внутрь закачивать такой гель, короче, он чуть печет. Но это тоже херня. В общем, ну вот. Чего я больше всего расстраиваюсь? Потому что если бы у нас был медик, который со мной, и он сказал, что жопа у меня на месте, что крови было много, я же думал, мне жопу оторвало. То тут мне пофиг, мне тут вену разорвало, типа, ну она пока довезли, она закоксовалась, там, знаешь, да и все, пофиг. Я даже ничего не делал, пластырь наклеили, говорят, рука болит, я говорю, нет. Вот. Был бы медик, сказал бы, все нормально, я бы просто перезарядился и пошел догнал этих гусей. Они тупо по полю вот так бежали, охреневшие, без единого автомата, к своим туда. Я не понимаю, чего их не догнал никто, кроме меня. Блядь. Расстроился. Вот это было обидно, да. Мне просто...
He low-key looks like a little scuffed Henry Cavill, right?
Просто нужен был медик.
Especially when Henry Cavill has like a beard like that.
Медик. Но его тогда не было.
Барбуш, ты готов? Сейчас будем двигать. Все, стартанули, блядь!
Самая моя главная ошибка и вот проблема, когда меня жестко несет, надо хоть немножко как-то там, блядь, в голове, чтобы что-то затягивало, чтобы ноги медленнее шли. Потому что как только я чувствую, что все переломил, я уже не могу остановиться. И это очень плохо, да.
Hair is similar, blue eyes.
Не, это бесполезно, блядь. Тут не объяснить, не заставить, типа.
Никого не прислушиваешься вообще?
Не, я прислушиваюсь, я советуюсь, прислушиваюсь, что у меня друзья там, ну, и в спецслужбах, короче, и с многолетним опытом. Я с ними постоянно советуюсь, слушаюсь их, не то что прислушиваюсь, слушаюсь их советов, там, постоянно спрашиваю, а как вот...
That's what I was saying, this guy is not fucking stupid.
Это, а как вот это, там, за границей у меня есть инструктора, с которыми я общаюсь, чтобы научиться чему-то новому, потому что, блядь, хуй научат, если сам не, вот, если сам не захочешь, блядь, если сам не будешь что-то интересоваться и где-то что-то ковырять, хуй научат, типа, надо самому, вот. Максимально не обрезай вот это маты, вот это вот все, хай вот знает, как оно есть, твари, нахуй, пускай они, там, не строят себе каких-то там воздушных замков, не ходят в розовых очках, блядь, не выдумывают хуйню, а, блядь, смотрят нахуй, во-первых, как оно есть, смотрят реально на тех, кто воюет, а не на подзалупников. И, блядь, находят где-то вот там вот, расстегивают, блядь, ищут яйца, нахуй. Они должны быть где-то там, хотя бы, блядь, одно маленькое, но должно быть. Раскачай его, размассажируй, блядь. Найди тестостерон себе, блядь, заполни анкету, приди, сука, попробуй убить, блядь, принеси ебаную пользу. Мне, блядь, ну, типа, да, нам нужны донаты периодически, вся хуйня, но я уверен, что большая часть из тех, кто чилит дома, блядь, нихуя мне не донатит. Поэтому, ребята, блядь, донаты это очень пиздато, но если хотя бы половина из тех, кто там дома липнет очком к креслу, возьмет оружие в руки, то будет гораздо легче, быстрее и гораздо больше, блядь, сохраним жизни гражданским людям, нахуй. Я не знаю, что им еще сказать. А тем, кто уже решился, пацанам, рекрутам или вот в раздумьях, типа, ну, я могу сказать так, что, во-первых, ребята...
You will really like it. I imagine. Don't take me in the army, but you will like it. Seriously? Will I? It's awesome. Okay.
Вам реально понравится? Во-первых, это охуенно. Смотрите, вы можете захуярить
Best sales pitch, bro.
кого угодно с той стороны, вам за это нихуя не будет. Это раз. Во-вторых, за это платят бабки. В-третьих, блядь, вы будете стрелять со всего, вы будете участвовать в самой охренительной войне, блядь, со времен Первой, Второй мировой. Вы будете реально решать вот, ну, судьбу мира. Если вы думаете, то, блядь, действовать пора уже, потому что...
I agree with this, though. If you're considering, you should go. 100%.
Что вот сейчас тепленько, сейчас будет вам легко. Во-вторых, если вы уже решились, то советую вам выкладываться на все 100 физически и вообще не задумываться о том, что вас ранят. Ну, если ранят, хуй с ним. Потерпите там чуть-чуть, вас подлатают на крайняк, потом будете кайфовать, вас всем будут говорить: ебать, ты красавчик, ты воевал, блядь, вся хуйня. Если охренеть...
How many percentage of the soldiers actually see anyone on the other side? I guess you just calculate the percentage of troops in the... Well, obviously that shit is all secret. But it would be like percentage of troops in the assault battalions. That's first of all. Because people from non-assault battalions probably don't see the enemy. And then in the assault troops, you take the infantry. And like machine gunners and shit, right? And that's about it. So.
повезет,
I would say less than 50%, that's for sure.
Будете ебашить дальше, будете уже как ветеран, будет уважуха, вся фигня. Поэтому, ну, реально, типа, минусов тут, ну, немного, типа. И не считайте, что умереть это прям большой минус.
There's not many cons here, guys. Don't think that dying is a big problem, okay? Well, if you don't think that dying is a big minus, then I guess, you know, I guess I understand.
Минус. Хотите, я вас, блядь, всех расстрою? Вот, допустим, вот там тебе, вот, рекрут, там, допустим, вот сейчас 25 лет. Ты и так сдохнешь лет 70-80. Вот где-то, блядь, может, вот даже вот на такой же лавке, блядь, возле такого же дома, вот с какой-то, блядь, бабкой, нахуй, с вот такими голевыми сиськами, нахуй. Просто, блядь, у вас там простатит, вся хуйня, геморрой, вы даже поебаться не можете. Ну, просто ты сдохнешь, блядь. Да, может, тебе выстрелят, нахуй, ты будешь пиздатым миллионером, там, на яхте будешь трахать охуенных тёлок. Но, скорее всего, будь реалистом. Вот.
This is the guy who didn't like Barbie movie.
А тут ты будешь в охренительной компании, в крутой движухе, будешь ебашить русню, получать бабки. И если сдохнешь, то сдохнешь в бою, про тебя будут помнить до хрена людей, будут уважать, будут тебя уважать, твою мать, что она воспитала такого, блин, тигра реального. Ну, типа, поэтому вообще не парься, не думай, и давай, пакуй шмотки, типа, и к нам. Ну, тебе 100 пудов понравится.
Блядь, где все, сука?
Но я за вас молился и постился.
Работать!
Пару раз кидал пятерочку в горщик.
I mean, listen, I knew that there's people like that, 100%. You know, if I wouldn't be afraid of dying, I'd be like this guy probably. I don't feel like you gotta, dude. Remember that guy? Oh man, I want this guy to fucking meet the other guy from fucking Lviv. That was like, don't ask a soldier how many kills he has. That's not a nice thing to ask. I would like that guy to meet this guy. That would be giga fucking great content, bro. Holy shit. They'd be like, holy fuck, what? Did he get banned on Twitch? Yes, I did get banned on Twitch. What for? For some bullshit, dude. Okay, so I'm waiting for my unban. I'm sure it's gonna be here soon. Okay. Copium. Alright, what's next in the news cycle? Shaheeds are flying currently. Okay. Yeah, so the People's Deputy Honcharenko writes that the Minister of Defense of Ukraine, Reznikov, can be removed from his post and appointed as an ambassador to the UK. Interesting. We'll see when it happens, if it happens. I remember somebody, maybe even Honcharenko was saying that before, but we'll see. The United States has signed contracts with Bulgaria and South Korea for the supply of 155mm ammunition to Ukraine, writes the Financial Times. Yeah, he actually wants, he wanted to be in a judicial system, but some like minister stuff, but. Writes the Financial Times. The U.S. plans to increase the production of ammunition from 24,000 to 90,000 shells per year. That's so tiny, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, but South Korea has a lot of 155. He's a good producer. Uh-oh! There we go. This piece of shit is getting removed. Fuck this. Fucking cringe. Should be 90,000. Oh, a month. They misspoke. Ukraine is currently firing up to 8,000 rounds of artillery a day, according to American officials. The US is now also working to ramp up supply of the shells with the target of producing up to 90,000 a month by 2025, compared with 24,000 now. I mean, there's other countries supplying us with stuff, so them covering like a 10-day supply is pretty good. Okay. A case in Metro happened. What did you say? You're a fucking Nazi. Russians are Nazis? Yes. Can you repeat that, please? I fucking told you. I would like to film your face. Fuck you, bitch. Ah, dude. True! Russians are Nazis! Yes! Fucking cunt. Now you're fucking realizing. Where was this, by the way? It's not in Russia, unfortunately. If people in Russia would start to wake up. You know, ethnic people, I mean. This is the moment of the missile hit in Kryvyi Rih that destroyed that building yesterday. Look at that. Just goes straight into the fucking building. Pieces of shit. Okay. Meanwhile, we bombed Sevastopol. Russia is saying that they fell a UAV and then it exploded on the ground. How much explosives that UAV had? Sounds like bullshit to me. Okay, what are the Rusaks are saying about this?
Это, в общем, то, что происходит со всей Украиной. Это
This is what's happening with the whole Ukraine. Exactly. De-Russification, it's fucking called.
осквернение, это изнасилование русской женщины.
It says this is a rape of Russian woman.
Вот что мы видим.
That's what we see.
То, что сейчас происходит, это изнасилование русской женщины, за которой придет ее сын, русский солдат.
And her son, the Russian soldier, is gonna come and it's gonna take revenge.
Отомстит. Они там трезубец повесят. Но это будет жалко и смешно, мне кажется, даже для самих украинцев зрелище.
It says it's gonna be a silly thing for even Ukrainians themselves. Bro, fuck, dude, fuck you and your whole fucking family, dude.
Теперь стала, она теперь стоит в позе, как будто она сдается. 149-200 Волга.
Get fucking fucked, loser fuck. Why is the guy still alive? Well, because propagandists are just the bottom of the barrel, you know? What's the wrong with removing Soviet symbol? Because they think that they're Soviet Union still. What a horrible, degenerate way of thinking about everything in the world. Soviet Union does not exist. They still have these imperialistic, it's whatever. Fuck them. They're just, I don't even have, like, honestly, I just don't have any good arguments except, like, fucking fuck these degens. Like, it's just, I have them, but I don't want to bother wasting my time on it. If you're spewing ideas like that and you don't understand what is the problem of a sovereign country choosing what they want to do with their culture or what they want to do with their country, their symbols and their nation, it's like it's nobody asks you, okay? And you're gonna learn it the bad way. USSR was big and strong, but that's also not true. Like, USSR was big, but how strong was it actually, you know? When there was constant national tensions between different countries, like where a lot of people were not very happy about the system, and you know, it was a ticking time bomb. That's why it didn't last long. Belarusian helicopters violated the airspace of Poland, the Ministry of Defense of the country says. Two helicopters crossed the Polish border in Białowieża area at the very low altitude, so it was difficult to detect. It was difficult to detect them with radar systems. Because of this, Poland will increase the number of soldiers on the border and will send its combat helicopters there. The situation is escalating. There are already very serious provocations. Good! Let's go. Let's escalate. Let's escalate, Belarus. Be the fucking morons you are. UAV attack on Moscow. What you need to know. Today, Newsweek wrote that the capital of the Russian Federation was probably attacked by Ukrainian Beaver UAVs, but this information raises serious doubts. Very little is known about this drone, but judging by the photo, it's unlikely that the Beaver attacked Moscow. It's quite large, could carry up to 20 kilograms of explosives. If this UAV had hit one of the towers of the Moscow city, there would have been very serious destruction, not a broken section of windows. In turn, the opinions of the Russians regarding the attack on Moscow were divided. Some stated that the UAVs were launched from the territory of Ukraine, and others that the drones were already launched on the territory of the Russian Federation. I think the second option is more true. Flying a drone to Moscow is not an easy task. For a defense system, it's easier to detect and destroy a large UAV, but a small drone, I don't know. I don't know why this guy is giving fucking his opinions on this shit. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is you? Trucha? Oh, Jesus. Trucha admin? Yeah. This is a hit in Donetsk yesterday. Oh shit! I thought that was it, dude. Let's go. Nine years. It's like that red car was like, you know, still thinking. And then after the second one, it's like, I was like, okay. Jesus. 3-point turn, let's go. This fucking funny. The Russian Ministry of Defense is ready to assist in increasing the combat capabilities of the armed forces of Algeria. Bro, shouldn't you assist in increasing combat capabilities of your army? Shoigu said after negotiations with the chief of staff of the National People's Army of Algeria. Okay. Bro, I mean, this is fucking hilarious. The amount of cope and like pretending that Russia is doing is just like on another level, dude. I love it. You know, it doesn't help them in any sort of way, so that's what I want. Okay. There was a separate report by Budanov. The occupiers will seriously feel the consequences of our work, says Zelensky. I thank our soldiers for the destroyed enemies and for the saved comrades. I'm proud of your results. You are the pride of Ukraine. True. Real and true. Any attack by Wanker on Poland will be regarded as an attack by the Russian Federation. U.S. Permanent Representative to the UN, Linda Thomas Greenfield. Since Poland is a member of NATO, this will be regarded as an attack by the Russian Federation on the alliance. It is what it is. Ukraine publishes a video of big strikes on Russia's forces in the occupied Kherson region. HIMARS hitting the invaders on the island of Jarelach? Jarilovich, Jesus. Five missiles? Damn, really? On targets like this? This is crazy. This is good. I mean, this is good. It means that we have enough. Oh, this is the Kinberg Spit. Is this one? Right? Nice. Pretty good. Based. Yes, exactly. You know what else is based, boys? When you subscribe to to Kick, guys. Okay, subscribe to my channel, Kick. You can just do it right now. Just do it. If you don't have a subscription, just do it. Okay, that'd be pretty cool. Fucking true. All right, what do we have? A Dune trailer. Am I gonna get got on YouTube for this, for watching this?
Show me who you are.
This world is beyond cruelty.
We believe in Fremen.
Let me fight beside you.
Have you seen this?
You young pup.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets.
When? I
The
won't
darkest
watch.
of them all may remain the end of House Atreides.
Your father didn't believe in revenge.
What if Paul Atreides were still alive?
There's a Skarsgård in every movie now.
Look
Yeah, they
who's
are.
back from the dead.
All of them are fucking actors, right? Pretty good ones too.
Deal with this prophet. Show me who you are.
You've been fighting the Harkonnens for decades.
Wait, is this gonna be the end or?
For my people.
You believe in
There's only 2 movies, or there's?
I don't care what you believe. I believe.
You will never lose me, Paul Atreides. We gave them something to hope for.
That's not hope. Your father was a weak man.
May thy knife chip and shatter.
I am Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, Duke of Arrakis. Under the sea of thunder.
He used the voice or whatever. They have this. He has this fucked OP shit when he just says things and people obey. It's kind of OP, don't you think? African countries want superior. What the fuck is this? Even they're fucking laughing. What is this? The interests of African countries were monitoring the course of the Russian special operation in Ukraine. With the armament of the Russian Federation is growing, it is superior in quality to Western ones. Bro, even they're fucking laughing at this shit. Come on, bro. Fuck shit. Fuck up, dude. Oh, there was a big clap. I like that they call it claps in Bryansk, Russia, and now shit's on fire. It just happened. Literally just happened. Ooh, this is new ASMR video. New ASMR type of video. Yeah, it's like an ASMR thing, right? Oh, that's great. That's great stuff. Whatever the fuck is burning, it's an interesting thing. Okay. Guys, you wanna watch a video about privileged
Have you ever
YouTubers complaining about how bad the cities are planned? I love these videos. These are super entertaining.
through a great city and thought, wow, I love this place? Places that are unique and interesting. Places where you feel like grabbing a drink and sitting down to enjoy yourself.
Never.
Places you purposefully
I stay
go
inside.
to on vacation.
I don't go anywhere.
Places that are memorable. And of course, there are urban places that are miserable.
America,
places you go
true.
to only if you have to. Places you leave as soon as you can. Places that are forgettable. What is it that makes some places great?
How can a dude just make a channel all about like bad city planning and it's like so entertaining? Like what the
And
fuck?
others, well, not. One key factor is what urban planners call a sense of place. When you get it right, you know it. And when you get it wrong, you end up feeling like you're in no place at all. When you're somewhere with a strong sense of place, it feels unique. The Great Market Square in Bruges doesn't look like Santorini's Ia Street, which doesn't look like Rocio Square in Lisbon. That makes it hard to generalize about great places, but still, there are a few characteristics that most of these places share that can give us an idea of how to build better urban places.
Attenzione!
The first is a sense of enclosure. Some planners think of spaces like
Pickpocket.
city squares and streets as public rooms, and to make a room, you need walls. There are no hard and fast rules for enclosure for streets, but one rule of thumb that's often mentioned in urban planning documents is to have no more than a 3-to-1 ratio of street width to building height, or the other way around, and no more than 6-to-1 for public squares. And for what it's worth, many of the best examples of great streets do have this kind of ratio, and many of the best examples of terrible streets don't. That being said, there are examples where this doesn't fit at all. St. Peter's Square in the Vatican definitely has a great sense of place, but it's also very wide with about a 12-to-1 ratio of width to height, though it does have an obelisk to break it up in the middle. Of course, these extreme cases only work when they don't have cars in them. This would entirely lose its sense of place with Toronto's Highway 401
Put parking in there.
which would actually fit, though you'd have to bulldoze the basilica. Regardless, feeling like you're in a specific public room helps define an area's sense of place and makes it distinct from other places nearby. If you're on a particularly wide street or large square, there are other ways to create a sense of enclosure. Planners might use trees on the sides or in the median of a road, or awnings and banners. There are lots of examples of these kind of places that I travel through on a regular basis. Here on Apollolaan in Amsterdam, this street has an extremely wide right-of-way, but there's only one lane for cars, and the line of trees breaks up the space into multiple places, making it feel more inviting. Trees that grow out enough to touch each other are called a kissing canopy, and this can be used to give a place a
Yo,
roof.
really? You live there? Damn, bro.
These are some of the most cozy streets you'll find anywhere. There are actually lots of creative ways to create enclosure.
That looks
At the
pretty.
market and Dolat Square in Zagreb, they use matching umbrellas as a sort of makeshift roof. And Rotterdam really took the whole enclosure thing literally when they built this enormous covered market. In car-dependent suburbia, the wide open spaces don't contribute to a sense of enclosure, and you don't have a sense of where the place you're in begins or ends.
It begins and
Ultimately,
ends
it's
in
hard
my
to give an area
car.
a sense of enclosure when there needs to be ample free parking. This makes everywhere feel like one sea of mediocrity.
Like winners.
As you travel through these areas, every place feels like every other place. What makes this crappy strip mall any different from this one thousands of kilometers away? They feel like the same place, which is to say, no place. At least this one in LA has palm trees, but it still sucks.
Yeah, but bro, look at the prices in fucking Europe and look at the prices in Best Buy, dude. Literally, like, the laptop that you can buy is like $1,000 in Best Buy and $2,000 in fucking Europe. Fuck that shit, dude. I'll take a piece of shit fucking parking any day.
This lack of place is why standing in a parking lot
'Cause
like
I'll
this
just order
feels so
online.
depressing. Places with lots of surface parking lots totally lose their sense of enclosure and end up feeling lifeless and empty. Of course, the cars and asphalt everywhere don't help either.
Ram.
Compare this suburban shopping area in my
Cart
hometown
marks.
to this
Sir, I'm gonna take your cart back to the thing, or I'm gonna put a magnet sticker on your car.
recently renovated downtown street.
Bro, I never understood those people. Dude, it doesn't even leave the residue. It's a magnet thing on your car. Just leave with it. And then just remove it. Because if you're gonna remove it while the guy is there, he's gonna put another one. Are you fucking stupid? What is that fucking new meme on TikTok? Where it's like somebody's trying something, but it's pointless. And then there's a picture of a guy pushing a rock up the hill. Have you seen that? Have you seen that TikTok? A guy rock up the hill meme TikTok. Have you seen it? It's literally that. I probably have to Google this on fucking TikTok. I mean, search on TikTok, Google. I'm just fucking losing it. Oh. Something like this? This is gonna be a very bad example of it. Yeah, this is some fucking degen shit. Holy fuck. Why is it so difficult to find anything on TikTok? What the fuck is this? Dude, I tried to find something today. I just couldn't. I just couldn't find it. And I don't get it how any of this worked. Do I not understand how to search for stuff anymore? Is that what boomers think? Rock up the hill meme. Maybe like this? It just fucking rock. Not that rock. It's made so you can get sidetracked? No, but I will just close it. But, Sisyphus? Maybe you're a Sisyphus, you know? Yeah, it's like this picture, basically. And, it's like, yeah, the meme is you show a video of somebody doing something that is utterly pointless, and then you show this picture, and there's like a song, right? If I'm gonna see the meme, I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna show it to you next time on stream. But I've seen a bunch of those. Some of them are funny. Maybe I actually liked one, and it's in my likes. How probable is that? Huh. I don't see anything in my vicinity right now. Fuck it. Anyway, I think that could be a good meme. Somebody should make it, you know? It's the Cartnarks guy when he removes the magnet. Guys, just make it, please. Just take the video from Cartnarks removing some dude removing his magnet from the car, and he just puts another one, and then the picture, you know, of Sisyphus. It's a good meme. Trust me on that. Millions of views guaranteed.
In the same city. And to be clear, this doesn't have to be a downtown versus suburbs thing.
It's a Europe versus America thing.
This street and this street are the same distance from their respective city centers, but one is designed primarily for people, while the other is designed...
It's because America just hates people. Just face it, guys. America bad. Didn't you know that America bad? Also, I'm a socialist.
...primarily for cars.
What are the chances that this guy is a socialist? Does anyone know? Not just bikes. Is he a socialist or not? Does anyone know anything about him?
So one is an interesting and memorable place, while the other is a car sewer surrounded by a sea of asphalt. With a strong sense of place, you'll also have eye-level interest, or what normies call stuff to look at.
Normies?
If the street is a public room, this is what goes on the walls. There
look
are
how many
shop
people
windows,
there are, and you're close to other people. And it's hot, and there's people everywhere, dude. What if I just want to sit in my big-ass fucking air-conditioner car and not fucking be in the vicinity of any people? Isn't that great?
Outdoor cafes.
I don't have a car, though, but
And
I also don't go outside, so...
Public art. This is where little details can make...
No place to park your car, unless you're that guy who fucking just did it right there.
Outdoor...
Don't care. I have a fucking... What is it called? Gillentwagen?
Cafes and public art. This is where little...
Socialism is when there are people in the street. True! Socialism is when no car.
Details can make a really big difference. When you're on foot, you really notice things like the mosaic facade on...
Socialism is when you notice the mosaic.
The Café Biard in Paris. Or the intricate concrete details on the Diamant House in Prague. You're not going to notice this stuff when driving.
Yeah, maybe I don't wanna. Have you ever thought about that?
Compare that kind of visual interest to a typical suburban facade.
Looks great.
This looks like the walls of a prison. If you're unlucky
Exactly.
enough to have to walk next to this, you'll get to look at cigarette butts and cheap aluminum siding. Most
Looks
people
pretty clean
don't
to
want to
me.
live in a room that looks like this.
But most people don't want to, but they do. So think about that.
So why would we want to be constantly surrounded by places that look like this? Another element of great places is entrance frequency, the number of other places you can access from a street. You want to be able to stop off at a variety of businesses at regular walkable intervals. The best example of this done wrong is suburban power centers like this one. The entrances to these places are so far apart that most people get back in their cars and drive to them. Entrance frequency
Did it say Mr. Big and Tall? What the fuck is even that?
that most people get back in their cars
Mr. Big and Tall, wow.
and drive to them. Entrance frequency is also really important for public squares and plazas. If you want to go to a place, you have to be able to get to the place. Dolat Square, the one with the umbrellas, is a fully enclosed area, but there are multiple entrances. Those entrances connect to nearby streets and public transit options. But if this were built in suburbia, you'd need to completely surround this plaza with parking, like at a shopping mall. All of a sudden, it's harder to get there unless you drive your car, and your sense of place is erased. What seems like a more attractive place to hang?
I'm not gonna lie, I lived in South Africa for 2.5 years, and they have this fucking problem. It's like a car-centric country, and I fucking hated it. It doesn't, I don't like it. But then again, I didn't live in a city necessarily, so if you live in a city, which is extremely expensive, I
Hang
guess
out,
you
but-
don't get shit like this, but...
This or this? See, when a city considers a sense of place, it has to make
It was fun because it was very different from what I have in Ukraine, but I got bored of it pretty quickly.
choices about what the place means. What are the city's values? What are its unique attributes? How does it serve the community?
Community? Told you, he's a fucking socialist tanky cunt.
Defining a sense of place
Community?
means defining your own identity. Are you a city that values dining and
What does this even mean? I'm sorry. Defining a sense of place means defining your own identity. What does that even mean? What? What does this mean?
a sense of place means defining your own identity?
Does it?
Are,
How?
Are you a city that values dining and cafe culture? Or maybe you used to be an industrial city, but you're reshaping your identity with art. Are you a city that takes pains to preserve its history? Or is your city rapidly modernizing? How you design a place is how you design your identity. This place says nothing about identity except that they value cars more than they value people. One of the few examples of a strong sense of place in most US and Canadian cities are ethnic enclaves like Chinatowns, Little Havana in Miami, or Old Quebec City, which immigrants use to
Oh, look at that shit over there. That's interesting. Is this like a mountain or something?
recreate the unique places of their home countries. And those places have been kept this way for tourism purposes because people want a sense of place. Since they're in North America, however, these places still cede way too much space to car traffic, but they're generally better than other nearby areas. To recreate the sense of place from the towns they're based on, they have frequent entrances to specialty shops and restaurants, street-level details that are specific to that area, and a sense of enclosure that separates them from the world outside. The walls of the public room are decorated and interesting to look at, and you can't mistake them for any other place in the same city. This is what it looks like when you're specifically designing with a sense of place in mind. Though even great places can start to lose their distinctiveness when they become the same as everywhere else. For example, it's hard to guess where you are if a place becomes filled with the same chain stores.
Get it? Chain stores bad because capitalism.
As every other place.
Mom and pop shops, good.
Paris is famous for its unique streets and architecture and what planning experts call Frenchiness. I'm sure that's the technical term. But the Champs-Élysées is
Ooh, McDonald's? Yuck.
starting to become more generic as major
Apple? Ugh.
brands move in, which risks turning this unique place into just another mall.
Malls. Purchases.
This is why Amsterdam has been recently controlling the types of shops that can open in the city center. Sorry, Five Guys will need to open somewhere else.
Fuck you, American chain companies. Ugh, America bad.
So, of course, the 17th century canal ring of Amsterdam has a strong sense of place. There's nowhere quite like it, which is why it's flooded with tourists from all over the world.
Bars and pubs everywhere, good.
And most locals avoid it. But it sure was nice during the coronavirus lockdowns. But really, almost every place I visit in Amsterdam has some sense of place. All of these places feel unique and different, and I've noticed a very remarkable difference in how I navigate here. In North America, I think about streets and roads. My mental map is based on major streets and cardinal directions. But in Amsterdam, I think about places. I'm in one place, and I think about all the places I need to pass through in order to get to another place. My mental map is full of the best routes from one place to another, and I think about the city as a series of unique places. This strong sense of place makes the city mean something to me. I actually care about these places, and I like being in them. There's a common response I get when showing video from car-dependent places. People say, "This looks just like where I live, but I know it's not." Because when you design a place for cars, everything starts to look the same. This could be anywhere. And after living somewhere like this, I'll never be able to go back to car dependency. Because a place that could be any place is no place at all.
Jesus Christ, guy, I'm dying over here. Fucking, he did a triple in the end. Holy fuck. What if somebody was actually doing that game? He would fucking die in there, dude. Fucking boom, boom, boom. 3 fucking things. Sheesh. Damn, bro. Yeah, you don't like this? I have this sometimes in fucking 3 a.m., bro, and it's so fucking annoying. Recently, you know what I had? Recently, it was like almost 8 p.m. After 8 p.m., it's very difficult to order takeout. I ordered McDonald's, and KFC in my city are the 2 only restaurants that close when there's a siren automatically. They close automatically. They canceled my order. I've been waiting for so long, and they canceled it. The guy calls me back, and he says, fucking, they closed. And I'm like, I ordered pizza, but I wanted McDonald's. I'm gonna get McDonald's tomorrow. Cucked socialist call me gay propaganda. Well, nothing wrong with it being gay, but there's everything wrong with it being socialist and commie. That's for fucking sure. Yeah, it was. I know. Listen, first world problems, but I need to save my. I need to save my tea. I need to do something with it. Can't get pizza? No, I got pizza. I couldn't get McDonald's. But I'll order some tomorrow. In the bin? No! I'll save it. I'll order. I'll place an order right now, so tomorrow in the morning I'm gonna get my stuff. Yeah, we'll do a taste test. Maybe I'll even strain it from extra pulp that is giving it bitterness, as this guy, as ChatGPT was saying. Okay, guys. I think this is gonna be it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Tune in tomorrow. I stream every day. Okay? Maybe I am. Make sure to support the stream. You can subscribe. You can follow. You can join Discord. You know, just type the Discord command, ! Discord, and you're gonna see the link. ! Tip. You're gonna see all the links for, yeah, you're gonna see all the links to donate. So make sure to do that. Really appreciate, really appreciate your support, and stuff like that. So thanks, and tune in for tomorrow's stream. Of course, do that. Bye bye.